Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we update you with the recent important legal developments across the nation. Here are the headlines. Day 8 of the Supreme Court hearing pleas challenging the abrogation of Article 370. Supreme Court questions High Courts over availability of toilets for men, women and transgenders at court premises. Justice Prakash Shrivastava appointed the Chairperson of National Green Tribunal. Rahul Gandhi moves Bombay High Court against Thane court order in RSS Defamation case. Centre to make regulations to deal with vulgar language on social media platforms. Delhi High Court informed. Now let's take a detailed look at the headlines. The Supreme Court's 5-judge Constitution bench, comprising the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices S.K. Kaul, Sanjeev Khanna, B.R. Gavai and Suryakant, today continued hearing the batch of petitions challenging the abrogation of Article 370 of the Constitution that revoked the special status granted to the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. The final hearings in the matter began on August 2nd this year, with senior advocate Kapil Sibbal arguing on behalf of petitioner Akbar Lone. Thereafter, senior advocates Gopal Subramaniam, Zafar Shah, Rajiv Dhawan and Dushyant Dave have argued. Today, the arguments were conducted by senior advocate Dinesh Dwivedi, who highlighted that the merger of the state of Jammu and Kashmir was not like that of other states. He said that the basic theme in Kashmir is entirely different, both in terms of accession to the dominion of India and the merger. Mr. Dwivedi said that a thinking which we have been tuned to think for the last 70 years is that one nation, one constitution. But where is that prescribed? The CJI question, you are saying once the constitution of Jammu and Kashmir came into existence in 1957, Article 370 ceased to exist, and the only governing document became the Constitution of J&K. We got it. So which are the features of Article 370 which ceased to exist? Mr. Dwivedi highlighted on the Constituent Assembly debates and posed the question whether Article 370 be divorced from the intent. Justice S.K. Kaul in this regard said that it is a little difficult to accept that the Constituent Assembly debates amounted to an assurance that Article 370 dissolved itself. The CJI also remarked that if Article 370 ceases to operate and Article 1 continues to operate, J&K is an integral part of India. Surely the jurisdiction of every democratically elected institution is not excluded. There has to be then a provision in the Indian Constitution which excludes its application to Jammu and Kashmir. He further said, unless we accept that Article 370 existed till 2019, there would be no trammel on the jurisdiction of the Parliament. The Supreme Court has questioned the High Courts over the availability of toilets for men, women and transgenders at the court premises, and directed the High Courts that have not yet submitted an affidavit in this regard to submit the same within a period of 2 weeks. The move comes owing to a plea that was heard by the top court on May 8 this year, wherein the apex court had directed all the High Courts to file an affidavit mentioning all the details pertaining to the availability of toilets for men, women and transgenders, as well as the steps taken for the maintenance of such toilets, and whether separate toilet facilities are made available to the litigants, lawyers and judicial officers, with adequate sanitary napkin dispensers having been installed in the women's toilet. The court observed that of the 25 High Courts, compliance affidavits have been filed by 23 High Courts. The apex court bench headed by the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud directed the remaining High Courts to file the affidavit within 2 weeks. Justice Prakash Shrivastava has been appointed the Chairperson of the National Green Tribunal and will be taking over the charge from Justice Shiv Kumar Singh, who was the acting Chairperson of NGT since July 7th, following the retirement of Justice Adarsh Goyal from the post. Justice Shrivastava is the former Chief Justice of the Calcutta High Court and served from October 2021 to March 2023 at the said High Court. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi approached the High Court of Bombay challenging an order passed by a Thane court in Maharashtra for admitting additional documents as evidence in the 2014 defamation case filed against Gandhi by the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh worker Rajesh Kunte. The magistrate court in Thane's Bhivandi had on June 3rd this year allowed the transcript of the alleged defamatory speech to be admitted as evidence. The transcript is of the same speech on which the present case against Gandhi has been based. Gandhi moved the High Court on the ground that the order of the magistrate court is violative of a single judge bench order of the Bombay High Court. It is pertinent to note that in 2021, single judge bench of Justice Revati Mohite Dere dismissed a petition filed by the same complainant, seeking either the denial or the admission of the defamatory speech made by Rahul Gandhi. Gandhi's appeal against the Thane court order was heard by Justice S.V. Kotwal, who noted that the matter should be heard by the same judge, as the bench had already made observations in the matter. Justice Kotwal said that the issue be heard in review by the same judge instead of in appeal by him. The central government has informed the Delhi High Court that it will incorporate rules to deal with the use of vulgar language used on social media platforms. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology filed a report before the High Court's bench, comprising Justice Swarnakanta Sharma, in a case related to the web series College Romance. Justice Sharma, in an order passed in March this year, had criticized the web series for the use of obscene and vulgar language, and said that it was obscene, profane and vulgar, which will deprave and corrupt the minds of young people, while refusing to quash an FIR against the makers as well as actors of the show. The court had then also highlighted the need for enacting appropriate laws, guidelines and rules to regulate the content on social media and on OTT platforms, and said that the issue needs urgent attention, and directed the centre to frame rules and regulations in this regard. The centre assured the court that the judgment will be complied with, and in future, rules and regulations will be incorporated to address the issue. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.